Yo guys, SelfFX, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about fair value gaps, right? Fair value gaps are basically inefficiencies that price leaves when it's moving a specific direction, right? For example, right here we have a bullish fair value gap, meaning the price is moving higher. So this is a bullish fair value gap. In other words, it's a busy. Busy standing for buy side imbalance, sell side inefficient. What does that mean? Price only delivered one direction, bullish price, right? Therefore, it is sell side inefficient, right? Perfect. So, a bullish fair value gap is a price range where prices only delivered bullish price. It leaves a gap like this, inefficiency. And what does price tend to do? It tends to draw back into the range to rebalance this range and then react off it, right? Same way with a bearish fair value gap, which is a CB. Fair value gap, CB. Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficient. Only sell side was delivered within this range. Price potentially tends to draw back into the range, the inefficient range, and then reacts and then continues going lower if you have a bearish bias, right? So the 50% level of a fair value gap is not a min threshold, it's a consequent encroachment level, right? And the rules is with it, price has pretty much three zones that you should pretty much focus on, right? We have the high. If we're bearish, we have the high of the fair value gap, which is this right here. Then we have the low, right? We divide that in half. We have the consequent encroachment level, which is the 50% level. Price, price tends to target these areas. It likes respecting them or disrespecting them, right? Meaning that generally when price draws higher, right, to retest the fair value gap, if it's going to react lower, you generally do not want to see price close above the 50% level, the consequent encroachment level, right? Because if it does that, there's a very high chance price might yield or seek the fair value gap high, right? That's one thing you should take note of. And the rules are with fair value gaps, you do not want to see price close above. If you're bearish and you have a CB, right, which is this one, you do not want to see price close above. If it's retesting the range, you do not want to see price close above the fair value gap, right? With an order block, it was the mean threshold. With the fair value gap, it's the high, right? With a BZ, it's the low. If price retraces back into the inefficiency range, you do not want to see price close below the low. It's as simple as that, right? Because that increases the odds of price going bearish if you're bullish, right? So the next one is our inversion fair value gap, right? An inversion fair value gap is a violated or disrespected fair value gap. For example, in this case, we were moving bearish. We had a bearish fair value gap, a CB, right? Meaning that price was seeking lower prices. It left an inefficiency range right here, right? And the price went above it and closed above it. So therefore, it becomes an inverted or an inversion fair value gap, right? Meaning that now this CB is now behaving as support for higher prices. Therefore, when price closes above it, it can potentially retrace back into the range, right? And seek higher prices, right? This is another form or another indication of a change in state of delivery, right? In simple terms, that's how it is. That's how it behaves, right? But personally, I like seeing breakers as a change in states of delivery. Or if I get an inversion fair value gap first, I would want to see price drop back to it, and then I would look for a lower time frame displacement, right? But we're gonna go into that complexities as we go through the video, you know. So our next one is our breakaway fair value gap, right? Is when price leaves a fair value gap like this, an inefficiency where price only delivers one direction. In this case, it's bullish. What does a breakaway fair value gap indicate? Price is in a hurry to get somewhere. Where is somewhere? It's a PDRA, an inefficiency level, or buy side. if we're bullish, right? Buy side is just a simple high and low. Sell side is a low, buy side is the high, right? Usually, the best setups that indicate a low resistant run will generally leave favorability gaps unfilled. In simple terms, you do not want to see price drop back into fair value gaps, right? And then our final one is a common fair value gap. A common fair value gap is simply a fair value gap that's revisited multiple times, meaning that it's commonly revisited, right? For example, in this range, price created this fair value gap, right? This inefficiency level, drew lower, tapped it once, reacted of it, went higher. Then it went lower, right? Tapped it again, right? And then reacted off it. Usually I would regard this when price revisits a fair value gap, I would regard that as time distortion, right? Meaning that price is waiting on time to do a specific objective or seek a specific objective, right? Hopefully, guys, you found this. Hopefully, guys, you found this video insightful, helpful, and be sure to smash the yeah, just do those things YouTube people say do, right? But yeah, see you guys in the next video.